Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hanna and today I want to talk about vision boards. Why I like having a vision board, how I use it, and how I make my vision boards. I'm going to take you along on the process of creating my 2020 vision board and hopefully get you inspired to give vision boarding a try yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, I like having a vision board because I'm a very visual person and I like to be reminded of the goals that I want to achieve, and also it helps me to actually manifest them. Now, if you're new to manifestation, basically it is the process of becoming aware of something and turning it into a reality. Let's say you're looking for a new apartment. By looking at pictures or reading about it or even thinking about it, it's much more present in your mind. So when the opportunity arises, maybe a friend of a friend mentions that they're gonna move out soon, it's much more likely that you're gonna recognize the opportunity, and therefore it is much more likely to actually happen. So for me, the things that I put on my vision boards vary from specific goals to overall feelings and emotions, habits that I would like to acquire, places I want to travel to, but also things that I would like to create within the year and things that I want to own, and just kind of the overall way of life that I would like to live. And of course, a big part about having a vision board is to actually review it. Because what good is a vision board if you're not going to look at it, aside from maybe decorational purposes? But this is probably the biggest tip that I can give you, is to review your vision board as often as possible. I keep mine next to my desk so that way I can look at it every morning before I start to work. And I just try to look at it as much as I can because it makes the biggest difference. But enough about why I love vision boards so much. Let's move on into how I actually made my vision board for 2020. So in order to create my vision board for 2020, I first had to take down my 2019 vision board. And I started by taking down the things that I had already accomplished because I didn't really take them down during the year. So I used this time to reflect on what I have already achieved, like creating a little woven tapestry, making YouTube videos again, using my bullet journal again, having a Monstera plant, and owning a t-shirt that promotes a conscious, eco-friendly lifestyle. The ones that I got are actually from the specific brand on my vision board. They're called Wholesome Culture, and they have so many cute prints. So if you're on the hunt for a shirt like that, definitely check out that website. And yeah, just a bunch of things like that. And then I took down the rest of my photos, but I actually kept them on the side for later because I knew that I wanted some of the photos to go up on my 2020 vision board as well, since they are still relevant to me and I didn't achieve all of those things. Once all the photos were taken down, I turned to my laptop, to Pinterest to be exact, because I love Pinterest. I use it for so many inspirational things. I find there's so much beautiful imagery on that. And I actually have a digital version of my vision board on Pinterest. So first I just went through my old vision board and picked out all of the pictures that I wanted to transfer onto my new vision board, kind of like I did with a physical one. And once I had all of those figured out, then I was looking for some new inspiration as well. So for that, I went through my goal list and my bucket list and picked out all of the things that I want to be on my vision board, and then typed in the keywords on Pinterest and found images through that, as well as images based on the images that I had found through my search. I also liked looking through my old boards that I had already created on Pinterest because obviously those are things that inspire me. So if you already have some boards, maybe also go through those and pick out some images that resonate with you and that really inspire you. By the way, your vision board doesn't have to include only pictures. You can also search for words or quotes depending on what person you are. So just use what works best for you. I personally like to use a combination of quotes and pictures, but since I already had a couple of quotes from my old vision board that I wanted to reuse, this time I was just mainly looking for pictures. Once I had all of my pictures, I downloaded them and collected them in a folder on my computer. And then I also wanted to make some custom pictures for specific goals that are specific to me personally. For example, my YouTube channel, I really want to hit 10K on my YouTube this year. So I made a little mock-up. I took a screenshot of my YouTube channel and then I just typed 10K subscriber over it. I used Photoshop for that, but you can use whatever editing software that you have. It doesn't have to be Photoshop, just use whatever you have. I also made one for a higher viewership and engagement because I really want to grow my YouTube channel and grow a beautiful community on YouTube. For you watching right now, thank you so much for watching, being part of this community and supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. Once I had all of my pictures together, I printed them at my local drugstore. You can print them wherever you want. Just a little heads up for my vegan friends out there. Most photo paper actually isn't vegan because they have a layer of gelatin in the kind of glossy photo paper layer. So if you want to keep this process vegan, then I would recommend sticking to either regular paper or having your photos printed somewhere that specifies that they have vegan photo paper or print vegan products. Yeah, and I'm obviously not the best example because I did print mine on photo paper, but I made sure to use as little paper as I possibly could by printing out multiple pictures on one photo sheet. Pro tip, if you want to save some time, create some folders beforehand with the different size of images that you want to print. Depending on where you print them, maybe it makes sense to look what they offer before and then size your photos according to that. Back home, I then cut all of my photos to size and I also sorted them by category because one thing that I really wanted to switch up this time was that I wanted all of the pictures from similar themes to be in one place together rather than all of them scattered across the vision board. That's what I did with my last vision board, and I just found myself looking around a lot to find images that kind of relate to one another, so this time I wanted to switch them up. So I first sorted my new pictures that I had just cut out and then my older pictures as well, and then all that was left was to actually hang them up. I started with YouTube and business goals and then moved on to van photos. Dorian and I really want to buy a van this year and turn it into an off-grid camper. So I have a lot of photos regarding that topic and then also traveling. We mostly want to travel within Europe first. So I have mainly pictures from places like Sweden and Italy, but also some places within Germany that we haven't been to because I feel like local traveling is very underrated and there's so many cool places even within your area that you might not even know about. So I try to include some of that as well. I also printed some images for creative activities that I want to try this year. I really want to try watercoloring and pottery, and then I also have some photos that inspire me to get better and branch out a little bit with my photography. I also included some images regarding yoga and meditation. I have some fashion and some plants because I love plants. And the one thing in our apartment that I really don't like at the moment is the fact that we don't have a balcony. So that is one thing that I would really like to have in the future. So I am manifesting that as well by putting up some pictures of balconies. Little insert at this point, 2 days after filming this video, I read something in a book about dreaming big and having big visions for your life, and I realized all the things on my vision board are things that will probably happen within the next year, and I wasn't really dreaming big enough, so I also looked for some pictures that resemble more of a big picture dream life that I'm aspiring to live, and I would highly encourage you to put some of those up as well. So don't be afraid to dream as big as you possibly can. That's what a vision board is for, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know. But now back to the original outro. And that is it. That is my 2020 vision board. I really hope you enjoyed coming along on the process of me making this. Hopefully I could inspire you to give it a try yourself. If you do, please take a photo and send it to me on either Instagram or Twitter. My username is HannaCreative on all of those. And if you have anything to add, leave it in the comments below. I would love to know. Other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!